Today, we go deeper into the theme of identity within Disney's Moana. Despite not being directly shown, all the characters' identities can be seen and analyzed throughout. Let's start with Maui. Maui's identity is very clear throughout the movie. He starts out arrogant and egotistical, but slowly grows throughout. Through many of the events he experiences, and the effects of the other characters around him, by the end of the story, he becomes positive and kind. At the beginning of the movie, we see his egotistical identity through his constant bragging and tattoos of his greatest accomplishments. We get to see Maui at his worst when he steals what is known as Te Fiti's heart, known as the Stone of Immortality. This is the lead for the rest of the movie, as it what causes him and Moana to cross paths and go on their journey to retrieve the heart. Throughout this journey, Maui faces many challenges and obstacles, challenging his inner self, causing him to create a more positive identity for the better good of himself and others. By the end of the story, Maui has changed for the better, and his identity has been made much more positive through the influence of others. He steers more away from the constant bragging about his demigod status, and instead spends more time protecting the island people and being kind to others. Next up, let's talk about Moana. She is the main protagonist in the story, and we get to see her growth from the beginning of her life all the way to after her journey. From the beginning, we see her influence on her identity from her parents, and especially her grandmother. Her grandmother is constantly reminding Moana to listen to her inner voice, in other words, self-acceptance. She goes on the adventure with Maui, where she faces many challenges and almost gives up. But she is reminded once again to trust in herself. Moana ends up being successful in returning to Fiti's heart. She does so only through perseverance and embracing her true inner self. But this is not her only success. Moana acts as a mirror for others, reminding them of who they all are as well, being a positive influence on Maui and her tribe. At the end of the story, we get to see that through following their hearts, Maui and Moana find their true identities, and they are able to remind everyone of their true selves, restoring power by reminding them of who they truly are. To conclude, the moral of this movie is that everyone often hides their true identity in fear of rejection of others or in order to belong. But it is important to stay true to yourself and accept